Welcome to this summary of The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. In this audiobook, we'll explore a revolutionary approach to wealth creation that challenges conventional financial wisdom. DeMarco argues that the traditional path to wealth, getting a good job, saving diligently, and investing in a 401k, is actually a slow lane to mediocrity. Instead, he presents the fast lane methodology, a completely different paradigm for achieving financial freedom in years, not decades. The three roadmaps. DeMarco identifies three distinct financial roadmaps that people follow throughout their lives: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. The sidewalk represents those living paycheck to paycheck with no real financial plan. These individuals prioritize immediate gratification, accumulate debt, and blame external circumstances for their financial struggles. They believe wealth comes from luck, lottery wins, or inheritance. The slow lane is what most financial advisors recommend. Trade your time for money through a job, live frugally, max out your retirement accounts, and hope compound interest works its magic over 40 years. The problem? You sacrifice your youth and best years for potential wealth in old age, if you even make it there. The fast lane, however, is about creating systems and businesses that generate wealth rapidly. Instead of trading time for money, you create value and leverage systems that work independently of your direct time investment. Why the slow lane fails? The slow lane philosophy is fundamentally flawed for several reasons. First, it's entirely dependent on time, something you cannot control and cannot get back. You're essentially gambling that you'll live long enough to enjoy your wealth. Second, the math simply doesn't work for most people. To retire with modest wealth, you need to save aggressively for decades. A small percentage of modest income, compounded over 40 years, still yields modest results. Third, the slow lane is vulnerable to factors beyond your control: market crashes, inflation, company layoffs, and health issues. Your entire financial future rests on variables you cannot influence. Finally, the slow lane demands that you sacrifice your today for a hypothetical tomorrow. You skip experiences, deny yourself pleasures, and postpone living, all for a future that may never arrive. The fast lane mindset. The fast lane requires a complete mindset shift. Instead of being a consumer, you become a producer. Instead of following the crowd, you think differently. Fast lane entrepreneurs understand that wealth isn't created through jobs or investments alone. It's created through business systems that solve problems. Key fast lane principles include thinking in terms of value creation rather than time trading, understanding that your income has no ceiling, recognizing that you control your financial destiny, and accepting that extraordinary wealth requires extraordinary commitment. Fastliners don't blame circumstances. They take responsibility. They don't seek comfort. They embrace calculated risks. They don't follow conventional wisdom blindly. They question everything and forge their own paths. The wealth equation. DeMarco presents a powerful wealth equation. Wealth equals net profit multiplied by asset value. But what determines asset value? 5 key variables, which he calls the 5 fast lane commandments. The first commandment is control. You must control your business and income source. Employees have no control. Their income depends entirely on someone else's decisions. Fast laners own their vehicles of wealth creation. The second is entry. If something is easy to enter, it's not a good business opportunity. When barriers to entry are low, competition floods the market and profits evaporate. Seek opportunities that require unique skills, capital, or knowledge. The third commandment is need. Your business must fulfill a genuine need or solve a real problem. Too many entrepreneurs create products they find interesting rather than products the market actually wants. The money follows value creation. The fourth is time. Your business should be detached from your time. If you must personally trade hours for dollars, you're still in the slow lane, just with a different job title. True fast lane businesses generate income even when you're not actively working. The fifth commandment is scale. Your business must be scalable. Can you reach millions of people? Can you increase production without proportionally increasing costs? Scalability is what separates 6-figure businesses from 8-figure empires. The law of affection. At the heart of fast lane wealth creation is what DeMarco calls the law of affection. The more lives you affect at scale and magnitude, the wealthier you will become. This law has two components. Scale refers to how many people you reach. Magnitude refers to how deeply you impact each person. Businesses that affect millions of lives modestly or affect thousands of lives profoundly both create significant wealth. This explains why tech entrepreneurs can become billionaires rapidly. They create products that affect hundreds of millions of users. It also explains why a company solving a painful, expensive problem for businesses can generate substantial wealth despite having fewer customers. The law of affection puts the focus where it belongs, on value creation. Stop asking, how can I make money? And start asking, how can I create massive value? The money will follow the value. Building your fast lane vehicle. Creating a fast lane business requires strategic thinking. First, identify problems that people desperately want solved. The best opportunities hide in plain sight: complaints, frustrations, inefficiencies, and inconveniences. Next, evaluate opportunities using the 5 commandments. Does the opportunity offer control? Are there meaningful barriers to entry? Does it solve a genuine need? Can it operate without your constant presence? Is it scalable? Then focus on execution. Ideas are abundant. Execution is rare. The world is filled with aspiring entrepreneurs who never ship, never launch, never take action. Your competitive advantage isn't your idea. It's your ability to execute relentlessly. Build systems, not jobs. Automate wherever possible. Delegate tasks that others can do. Create processes that run independently. Your goal is to build a business that functions as a money-printing asset, not another job. Common fast lane pass. While the fast lane is about entrepreneurship, not all business models are equally effective. DeMarco discusses several proven paths. Internet businesses offer incredible scalability and low overhead. Whether through e-commerce, software, content platforms, or digital services, the internet enables one person to reach millions. Franchising and licensing allow you to leverage other people's capital and effort while maintaining control and collecting royalties. You create the system once, others replicate it for you. Manufacturing and distribution businesses that solve real problems can generate substantial wealth, though they typically require more capital and operational complexity than digital businesses. Innovation businesses that create new technologies, products, or services can become massive if they genuinely improve people's lives and achieve market adoption. The speed of success. One critical concept in the fast lane is that success rarely happens overnight, despite appearances. Most overnight successes required years of invisible effort, failures, and refinement before their breakthrough moment. DeMarco emphasizes that the fast lane isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about getting rich quickly relative to the 40-year slow lane plan. Building a successful business might take 3 to 10 years of focused effort, but that's still decades faster than traditional retirement planning. The key is consistent, intelligent action. Small daily improvements compound. Learning from failures accelerates progress. Persistence through obstacles separates those who succeed from those who quit. Avoiding false fast lanes. Many people pursue what they believe are fast lane opportunities, but are actually disguised slow lanes or outright scams. Multi-level marketing schemes promise fast lane wealth, but typically create slow lane results or losses. You're trading time for money while making someone else rich. Get-rich-quick schemes, day trading, gambling, and lottery tickets aren't fast lanes. They're fantasies that prevent real wealth creation. Real fast lanes involve creating value, building systems, and solving problems. Even some legitimate businesses can become time-intensive jobs rather than true fast lane vehicles if they violate the time commandment. A successful restaurant where you must work 80 hours weekly is better than employment, but it's not a true fast lane. Toshorichu's conclusion and action steps. The Millionaire Fastlane presents a fundamentally different approach to wealth. Instead of sacrificing your present for an uncertain future, you build value-creating businesses that generate wealth on accelerated timelines. The path requires courage to leave conventional wisdom behind, commitment to persistent action despite obstacles, and creativity to identify and solve meaningful problems. It demands that you stop being a consumer and become a producer. Stop following and start leading. Stop trading time for money and start building assets. Your action steps begin today. Identify problems worth solving. Evaluate opportunities using the 5 commandments. Commit to taking action rather than just planning. Build systems that create value at scale and persist through inevitable setbacks. Remember, the fast lane isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's about understanding how wealth is actually created in the modern economy and having the courage to pursue that path. Your financial freedom awaits, but only if you're willing to take the wheel and accelerate. Thank you for listening to this summary of The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco.